homework. Teachers say if you don't finish this in class, you'll have to do this as homework. I don't do my homework in class. Most kids, including me, would much rather play games than do their homework. But when you still don't do your homework at home, that's when you get in trouble. Especially when you have parent-teacher conferences and you still have an F in social studies. It wasn't fun. Many students, including me, have not very much time to do homework. They have something that they commit to, such as a sport or activity. If you don't commit to the sport or activity, you don't learn things such as teamwork, or you don't make more friends from those sports. I have a lot of friends from the sports and activities that I like to commit, that I only get to talk to when I go to that sport or activity. Many students, including me, are very guilty of procrastination. I was at my house and I was showering. So I finished showering and my mom calls me down. She was going through my bag and she sees all these papers in the bottom of it. She says, "Evelyn, what is all this work doing in the bottom of your bag?" I say, "It's just the paper copy." And then I'd done it all on the computer. The next day, my social studies teacher corners me in the hall and he says, "Evelyn, where is all your work? You're missing half of it." That is when the project came. My teacher thought it would be easy, but what he did is he split it up into different parts that were due at different times. And then he added, and then when the first due date was passed, I knew I couldn't do it. I started procrastinating. I stopped doing my work, and I didn't even do the project. Then my mom had a parent-teacher conference, and she was not pleased with my grade. So that weekend, I did about a month's worth of work. It wasn't very fun, because I didn't get to play with friends, and I didn't get to have free time. I love my free time. Also, I was missing out on sports and activities, and I didn't get to do those things because I had so much homework. Many researches have shown that too much homework leads to tiredness, and it has proven that students will not do their best in class if they have too much homework. It loses its benefit for kids because they will stop doing the homework. If you gave a little bit, they would do it because they felt that, oh, I have to do this. This is going to be like my whole grade. But when they have too much, they're just going to stop doing it. They're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to do this. This is too much. Most kids, like me, as I've already said, have a sport or activity. Sports and activities have benefits. Even though they might take up time, kids learn new things, such as teamwork, and they learn about the game, which is pretty cool because only so many kids know how to play, for example, soccer or baseball. So, when you have the ability to play these things, it's pretty cool to be able to play these things. But when you have too much homework and you start procrastinating, and then you have to do too much homework again because you procrastinated, you don't get a benefit of doing these sports, and you don't get a benefit of getting a good grade. Adults want children to succeed because they want their children to succeed because they feel like that if their children don't do this now, that they will not learn the lesson. And when they apply for jobs, they might lose their job because they aren't doing their work and they're procrastinating because that's what they learned as a child. Thank you.